BBL finals start tonight. We've got the qualifier between the Heat versus the Sixers. Then we've got the knockout between the Scorchers versus the Strikers. This is the big one, the Heat versus Sixers tonight at Carrara Oval, actually, which is a bit of an interesting one. Feel bad for the Heat playing all season at the Gabba, and now they've got to play on the Gold Coast, but that happens with test matches being played on the Gabba. So the Heat versus Sixers, let's go over with a player to watch. We haven't got any super coach anymore. This is, sad times. I love my super coach. Marcus did pretty well in the last round, got a decent score, so he's happy with that one. Who is your one player to watch, Leo, for this one between the Heat versus Sixers?
Well, I've been riding him the past sort of few days. Ben Dorcius. I've been really impressed with him this tournament. Not only taking wickets, I think he averages more wickets in games, but it's his economy that really impresses me. Batsmen can just never seem to get him away, and when they do, he's at least picking up 2 wickets.
Yep.
So I think he's going to be a really important player here. I've looked at the Heat squad. They only have one overseas player. Their batting will be a bit thinner like it was in the last game. Their bowling will be their main strength for the Heat. So I think Dorcius to their batting is a very good matchup at this point in time.
Yeah, no, I don't mind that. I feel like he's been an underrated player probably, I was going to say 5 years, but might even be longer for the Sixers. He's one of those guys that has gotten him over the line in a lot of games, but he's not that big name that's taken the next step. He's sort of at that T20 sort of level or white ball sort of level, but he's really good and really solid. Who are you going with, Marcus?
Well, you mentioned underrated player. Then I think this guy's sort of gone under the radar so far this season as a spinner, and it's Matt Kuhneman. Yep. I just think he's got the potential to take 2 or 3, keep the economy down, and really restrict the Sixers at Heritage Bank Stadium.
Yeah. All right. I don't mind Kuhneman as well. He made the team of the tournament, the official one. Wasn't in our team of the tournament. Sorry, Kuhneman, but he was pretty solid, and I just noticed that the really good economy rate, as you said. I'm going to go another Heat player, Michael Nisa. I feel like he can be an absolute game changer. Probably one of the most unlucky guys not to have a solid career in the Australian team in pretty much all formats, I think, just because of the bowlers that the Aussies have had over the last 5 or 10 years. But he's absolutely awesome, averaging a wicket a game. Only 7 economy, as we've talked about. Economy and Big Bash is such a big thing. So I think he's going to be a difference. He's also showed up with some of the catches. I don't know if you guys have seen the last couple of weeks, but some of his fielding efforts have been absolutely awesome. I feel like he's a triple threat player. Made a 50 the other week as well. What was his top score? 64 it was the other week as well. So he just has the ability to turn it on. If he doesn't turn it on with the ball, he'll turn it on with the bat. I just think he's going to be the difference tonight. Just that experienced player that the Heat don't often have on such a young side. I think he's going to step up and get a huge Supercoach score if there was Supercoach, and just a huge innings with the ball especially, I think. So that'd be really good. All right, predictions. This is going to be a tough one to pick, I reckon. Sixers are now into favoritism, if you would look at that, for the whole thing, which really surprised me when I think the Heat up in Queensland it is still. So who are you going this one, Leo?
Sixers will win this.
Oh, the Heat hater's back.
Have you learned nothing from so far? They're predicting the Heat to finish last, and they finish top, and you're still against them.
Call me insane. Call me anything. But I will get this right. The Sixers will win this game. I just think the Heat, they've lost a lot with the bat. I think that hasn't been talked about enough. They have lost a lot. Munro at the top, Billings in the middle order. Their bowling will keep them in it, but the Sixers, I just think, are more well-rounded. I think they'll get the job done here, but I think the winner of the tournament comes from the other game, to be honest.
Oh, really? All right. Marcus, who are you going with? I feel like you're on my side on this one.
Oh, yeah, I'm all aboard your side, and I'm all aboard the Heat train. Going on the Heat for this one. I've just been impressed by them so far, and they just, again, have the ability just to pull one out of the bag. But you know what? If the Sixers can win this, geez, that'll upset the apple cart for the BBL final prediction, and most likely see another Sixers Scorchers final on the cards.
Yeah, maybe I'm just tipping the Heat here just because I really can't be bothered watching another Sixers Scorchers. Oh,
well, it was Heat Scorchers last year.
It was Heat Scorchers last year. That's true. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, so I wouldn't mind a Heat Strikers. So we have a bit of a different final for once. That'd be pretty cool. I'm going to go the Heat. As you mentioned, Leo, I do agree that the batting has dropped off a little bit, especially with only one international player. But I think even if they can make, let me think about it, 160, 170, they've got the bowling attack to just bowled teams out. They get about 8 or 9 wickets the last few games. They love, their pace bowlers especially get the wickets. You got Swepson and Kuhneman who are really, really good spinners to hold down the economy. I think their bowling attack is the difference, and they're probably the most consistent bowling attack in the comp at the moment. So I'm going to lean towards the Heat there. So tune into that one. I think it's going to be an absolute thriller. I reckon it could come down to the last over. So that'd be pretty cool. Actually, I reckon it's going to be a super over. Why not? That would maybe not a double super over. Yeah. Can we get a double super over like the India-Afghanistan game? Nah, definitely not a double super over. But I reckon it's going to be a super over tonight. I just got a feeling. So we'll see what happens.
We haven't had one this season, have we?
No.
Super over. So I think we're due.
We're definitely due. Maybe one of the finals is going to be a super over. That would be awesome, especially in a final. All right, Scorchers versus Strikers is the other one. That's Saturday night between Scorchers and Strikers at Perth Stadium, Optus Stadium. That is. This is a knockout, so it feels weird to say that the Scorchers are in a knockout match in the first final, but they are. So they're at home. They've hardly lost there. They've only lost, I think, 2 games since the start of January last year, so that'd be a tough one for the Strikers. But who's your player to watch in this one, Leo?
Well, I'm surprised no one's gone match short, but I'm going with someone that's going to bowl to match short, and this is why he's a player to watch, is Jason Behrendorff. I'm just loving the left-arm quicks at the moment, but I think he's the guy that to get match short out early, it's got to be him, so he just doesn't get a start. And Behrendorff, he can sort of angle it away, but he swings it in nicely with the new ball. Ball's a hard length, especially at Perth Stadium. I think this is the matchup. Behrendorff to short will be a very crucial matchup in this game. And you know what? I'm going to back Behrendorff to win that matchup.
Oh, the big Dorf. We've talked him up, the big Dorf. He's in our team of the tournament. I think he was absolutely robbed to not be in the official team of the tournament over Lance Morris. Definitely the more consistent performer. Check that out on all the socials for our team of the tournament on Cricket Today AU. Marcus, who's your player to watch here?
Well, I'm going another Scorchers bowler. I know Matt Short is very stiff here, and if anyone's going to win it for the Strikers, it'll be him. But because I think the Scorchers will win, I'll go with the Scorchers player, and it's going to be AJ Tye. I just think in these sort of scenarios, especially at Optus Stadium on that deck, he's the best in Big Bash history to do it, especially in this short format. And I think he'll just prove his worth and his experience and his nous to come over the top of the Strikers batting. And I'm going to do a big call here. I think Matt Short is going to make his lowest score of the season, or at least he's going to go below 39. Yeah.
So 8 was his lowest score. So do you reckon he's going to get below 8?
We love a big call here, so screw it. Why not?
Yeah. Less than 8. All right. That'd be interesting. So, yeah, you think he's less than 8, so he thinks Big Dorf or Ty will get him out. I'll give some love to the Strikers. Don't think they're going to win, but I think Chris Lynn can have a really big innings. You guys, I think they do match up okay against Matt Short, but I feel like Lynn, just in sort of the big games and the big moments over his whole career in the Big Bash, has really stepped up. Wouldn't be surprised if he hits one out of the ground here. Actually, that would be a massive hit, won't it? Maybe onto one of the upper deckers. I forgot all that Optus Stadium. But if he hits it out of the ground, that'd be probably the biggest.
It's not bad for an 80,000 seat stadium.
Just quickly, stats guy. Is Chris Lynn playing?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, because I'm not sure if he hasn't played.
I don't think he's playing. So I'm looking forward to him dominating stadium too.
Oh no, I've had a stinker there. I was excited to watch a bit of Lynn Sanity. I think everyone was, but fine. I'll go Matt Short. Stuff for you guys.
Should have gone Jake Weatherald, because why not? He's replacement after a big finish.
I can't stand Jake Weatherald. I think his technique's horrible. He just got a bit lucky with an 80 the other night. I'll go Matt Short. I reckon he's going to make 60 plus. You guys think he's going to make less than 8? I think he's going to make 60 plus. I feel like the rest of the Strikers' batting lineup might crumble because of this amazing Scorchers bowling attack. But I'm going to go Matt Short. Why not? I've stuffed that up with Chris Lynn. I meant to write Matt Short in there. I think definitely just Lynn Sanity is always on my mind.
He's a player to watch, but maybe not at Perth Stadium tomorrow night if he's not playing. Because I don't think he is. I think he's at the South Africa T20 tournament. I want to say that's a bit of a guess, but yeah.
No, I think you're right with that, which is a bit strange, but it's probably to do with a bit of the mullah. All right, I've gone with Matt Short. You guys have gone against him. We'll see what happens. That'll be one fun thing to watch. Check out the socials for that. We'll put up a few things for that, I reckon. Predictions, Scorchers versus Strikers. I can see that we're pretty much the same here, but we'll have a chat through it. Leo, who are you going?
Scorchers, but this will be the better game, I think. I think this will be closer, and I honestly think whoever wins this will win the tournament. I like what the Strikers have done the past couple of games they've played, and they've just sort of, I think Scorchers are the most well-rounded side at the moment in this finals series, and I think the Strikers are arguably the most informed side. So I think the winner comes from this game.
Yeah, that's not a bad call, actually. You go, Marcus.
I'm not 100% on the winner will come from this game, but I do think the Scorchers should win this comfortably, particularly at home. They've just got the finals experience, don't they? And they know how to win games on the big stage.
Yeah. No, I'll agree with that one. You got to take experience into the finals. I think as I mentioned before, the Heat coming in after a final last year, at least they know how to do it and what they need to do now. So I think that can be better. But the Scorchers have been doing it for years. They've got a really, really, really experienced team. Even got guys like Cooper Connolly, Hobson, and stuff that were very inexperienced last season, but dominating the final. They've got the confidence to back it up in the finals and make a big score, even if they lose a few early wickets. So, you got to go the Scorchers here. I don't think the Strikers have any chance. I'm going to go the opposite. I don't think this will be close at all. I think the Scorchers will absolutely smash them, especially if Lynn Sanity's not playing. Then they've got no chance, the Strikers.